Hello everyone, my name is Emily Hull and welcome to pickle making. These will be our ingredients for today. First up, we have some apple cider vinegar. You can use white vinegar, but I prefer sweeter pickles, so I use the apple cider vinegar. You're also going to need some black pepper and salt. I like to use rock salt, but normal salt works just fine. I'm also going to use dill weed, dill seed, and squeezed garlic today, along with our mason jar and our cucumbers. So here we have our recipe for our cucumbers. I usually don't follow the recipe, I just go with kind of what feels right for today, but this is the official recipe. It's got a couple extra ingredients. But let's get started with making our pickles. So first we need our apple cider vinegar. We're going to need 1.5 cups, and that's going to go into our pot on the stove. Then next up, we're going to grab 1.5 cups of water. However much you used on the apple cider vinegar, we're going to put that in as well. Here we have the garlic, and I use the squeezed garlic because it's already chopped, so we're going to put that in as well. Then you can put in your spices. I'm going to use dill weed, dill seed, salt and pepper, and you can really experiment with these, see what you like. I love dill pickles, so that's why I'm making them this way today. There's my rock salt. I find that rock salt has a better flavor, but we're going to turn that on to medium heat and then stir it all together to make sure that all of the spices are mixed all the way throughout and we don't have any clumps. And then we're going to move on to chopping up our cucumber. I'm doing chips here today, but you can do wedges, anything, any shape that you like. And you want to use, I said small cucumbers. This was a very large cucumber from the store, so this filled up an entire jar. It just depends on how many pickles you like. I also cut mine pretty thick because I like the thicker slices. One important note here is that you should probably peel your cucumbers beforehand. I forgot to, and it took me a very long time to individually peel each slice, so just keep that in mind. Next, we're going to go back to the stove, and our mixture has been simmering for a while, so go ahead and give that a stir and turn off the heat. It should be very well done by now. So I poured mine into a Pyrex with a spout to make sure that I would be able to pour it into the glass. Make sure you don't over pour, as I did right there. Our next step is we are going to put our cucumbers in our jar that we're going to be using. I used an old Prego mason jar just because it's handy and it was there and not in use. So you fill that all the way up to the top, squish as many in as you can, and then we want to take our liquid that we just put in the Pyrex and we can now put it into our pickles. You want to fill it up to the top as much as you can. I decided to go ahead and make another jar of pickles because I had enough left over to make a full another jar. So I just went through peeling it first this time and then cutting it up, putting it in the jar, and then also pouring in the rest of our liquid. If you want to, you can scoop up the good stuff in the bottom there, like the garlic that's left over, and you can put that in the jar, and that'll get all of that yummy goodness in the jar with the pickles. So thank you so much for joining me today. I really enjoyed making this video. It was hilarious. My sister was my cameraman, so that was a pretty good job well done there. So I hope you enjoy. If you have any questions, reach out to the Emily Taylor Center and they'll let me know. And now, because we live in 2020 and we could all use some laughs, please enjoy this blooper reel. Megan, I forgot to skin the cucumber. I'll probably just be talking over this entire part, talking about how I didn't peel the cucumber. So this is gonna make a lot of cucumbers, basically.
And pickles.
They
can if you put in a blooper.
Oh, keep spraying cucumber juice on me. And then there's the lid. Lid?
It's a great question.
Lid? Hello, lid? 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 Oh, lid. Lid. I found the lid. Okay, lid.